Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Gimme That Take, the fastest growing LIV Golf podcast of 2023. Stick around for more takes like this.
Oh boy, that's putting me on the spot.
Yeah, boy.
Man, I'm going like 11-6. I think they'll be much better than they were last year, but I don't think they're going to be as good as
Somebody write these down, please.
People are gonna say.
Okay, so you got the Jets at 11-6, but if you were going with a golfer that represents the Jets franchise, a golfer's career that represents the Jets franchise.
Well, I text this to the group earlier. I said, "Who's the biggest disappointment ever in golf? That's been so hyped up to be a great golfer and failed to meet expectations."
Evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Gimme That Take. It's Jerome here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Where are you, in a cave?
I got the whole team. No, I'm outside.
Oh.
You're the one in the cave.
Man cave.
Yeah, right. I guess you could call it that.
His
How's everybody doing
shed.
tonight?
Scumbag.
Fuck you.
Aaron, how are
I'm
you
doing
tonight?
wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm great.
He didn't ask
Thank you so much.
He didn't ask you.
Yeah.
He asked me. I'm doing great. Thanks, man. Had a lovely week. Absolutely fantastic week.
I'm so happy to hear that. Cheech, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
And we already know how Mac's doing. So, real quick, now that the Ryder Cup teams have been established, how does everybody feel about it?
How do we? I mean, well, at least the United States team's been established. Brooks, of course, we knew Brooks was going to make it. The rest of the dudes, my God, we're
still going to lose.
I know we've run this down like a million times. We're missing. There's something that we're missing. I don't know. Cheech, you said it last week.
Bryson?
We're missing Bryson. We're missing,
Dude.
Somebody.
We needed
Patrick Reed.
Yeah.
You're missing an
that
asshole,
piece.
Like I said, asshole.
Yeah, I think Zach Johnson's really gonna regret going with his buddies over the better
Ryder Cup.
Yeah,
people.
the better Ryder Cup.
Better fit for the Ryder Cup team.
He went with the girlfriend team of Spieth and Thomas and Fowler. The girl team.
It's like going to Split Rock and being like, yeah, I guess Nick will be on our team.
Yeah. Oh shit.
You're not trying to win then, right? You're just going out there to have a good time with your buddies. Yeah.
Like who's gonna be fun, who's gonna get drunk, who's gonna whatever.
You're not worried about
is
we won despite him all those years. In spite of him.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
He would argue against that, but
well, we just rode you, Jay, so
we played Jay.
I mean, you can ride me anytime you want.
But I'll see you in 20 minutes.
I agree. I think it was just missing. It's missing that flair. It's missing that Captain America. You could go either way with it. Captain America as Reed or Captain America as Bryson DeChambeau in the current time. The way he's playing, his energy. I do think. Okay, you got to take the people who play the best, right? If you get in, you get in. But you can't, like Aaron said, you can't pick based on they were good in previous Ryder Cups or they were. You gotta pick the hot hand. You got to pick and not only who's playing well, but who's also gonna bring that spirit up, bring the team up, get people pumped, and get America to stand behind the team, right? Because that's huge in itself.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Off of that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Reed really good in the Ryder Cup? Hasn't he always played well in the Ryder Cup?
He has. There's got to be somebody pull up stats.
He's the guy that'll go over to Rome and just be hated by everybody and just love it. Everyone will be saying stuff to him like they always do. Yeah, he'll be doing.
He'll be doing all that.
Pumped up. I was watching highlights of that today. It's like they don't have that guy.
He's played in 12 matches. His record is 7-3-2. 7 wins, 3 losses, 2 halves.
Come on.
So I mean, he's got 8 points in 11 matches. That's ridiculous. That's so good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, duh.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, am I gonna watch? Of course.
Well, we're golf fans.
Right. But I think I think Zach Johnson could have done a little bit better in tweaking the team to get the people that America wants to watch more than what the PGA Tour wants to watch. Right? I think he should have picked based on who's going to fire everybody up and who's going to lead the team.
Something that I was thinking about, guys. How do they choose who's going to be the captain for the Ryder Cup? Does that change every year, or is that something that's the same?
Changes it every year. Every Ryder Cup it changes.
And the selection
Like,
process.
Well, has there been has there ever been somebody who's been captain more than once so far?
I would assume, but I don't know the answer to that, and I am curious actually to know the question, Jerome's question. I don't know that answer.
Yeah, that is
how does that work?
Yeah, that is really, really super interesting. I'm looking at it right now. Let's see. He got a phone call, to become captain. I think
From who?
Yeah, that's a good question.
We want to know where that phone call came from.
Was it the president?
There's a committee. There's a committee. So there's a president.
Was it 45? Did he call?
No. There's a president of the American Ryder Cup committee. And then there's a vice president. Then there's a guy named Seth Waugh and a couple other people, right?
Oh, Seth, yeah.
Yeah. And so
that's Mike Waugh's brother.
Yeah, Mikey Waugh went to school with him.
No, that's the president of the PGA.
And
USGA.
Yeah, USGA. And they just name a captain. He was named the captain in February of 2022. So he's been captain now for like over a year. He's played in 5 Ryder Cups, and he was the vice captain the last 2 times. So he was probably the obvious pick to be the captain.
Phil would have been the captain if he didn't defect.
Sure.
So I would say, I don't know if there's a specific criteria, but I would assume you'd have to play in a Ryder Cup in your life.
Okay.
You have to be liked among your peers. I don't think major winner has anything to do with it, but I think there's probably some things that you need to fall into in order to be chosen as a captain. Show some sort of leadership, maybe on and off the course. I don't know how they pick it, but sounds like most of the people that are captains kind of fall in that.
So you get a lot of power. Yeah, you get a lot of power when you become captain, obviously, right? Of the United States team, at least, because you get to make 6 picks, but you also get to pick a vice captain, which he picked Steve Stricker. Awesome dude. Got to walk the ocean course. Wearing the shirt right now with Steve Stricker. Good guy. Yeah, there's a lot of power. I mean, the way that the U.S. players can get on the team automatically it's like a points-based thing. So the major championships obviously help. The WGC events and the players count for points, and then the regular PGA Tour events count for points. It actually goes back to last year's majors and this year's majors combined. So that's how they got those automatic bids, not Zach Johnson's picks. So those are the top guys, the guys who we knew were going to be on the team. So he doesn't pick the whole team, but he does get to pick 6. Europe, we'll talk about that in a second. They have a really intricate point system across the DP World Tour, PGA Tour. Obviously, their players are much more spread out across the tour, so you always find like a guy that you've never heard of, or most people have never heard of, that plays on the European Tour, or the the European Ryder Cup team. And so, but we've come to know their names. Obviously, the guys who have always been on the Poulters, the Sergios, these guys have always been on the Ryder Cup, and they've always been captain's choices. So, yeah, the way it works is too convoluted. It should just be the best players from America and the best players from Europe, and let's just go at it. I know that there's politics and points and all this stuff involved, but nobody cares about that. Nobody wants to see Seb Straka face off against Justin Thomas in what's going to be a shitty ass singles match to start the Ryder Cup. There's just no interest in that. Sorry. Rather see Ricky versus what's that dude's name? Aberg. Aberg.
Yeah, he won today.
He won today.
I was just gonna say, watch out for him making the team. He's gonna make that team now.
He's never played in an event, so he'd have to be.
I know. He could still get picked. Like you said, Luke Donald's probably smart enough to pick him, put him on the team. Said this kid's hot. Let's put him on. He's for the last couple DP World Tour events, he's top 5. And
Yeah,
so what he played how many PGA Tour events this year? 1 or 2? And
he
played well?
played in the Canadian Open, right? He played pretty well in the Canadian Open with when Rory won. He played. I think he played
I
another.
think
event
he
too.
was top. I think he was like top 5 in the first tour event
Yeah.
he played this year after he graduated or left college, whatever he did.
Right. I think he went he Texas Tech, right? Yeah, he's Texas Tech guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a rumor going around. So, god dang, I wish I knew all their names. But the guy who is the defending Italian Open champion, is the defending Italian Open champion. So basically, the guy who won on the course that they're going to play at, and is like 15th in points or something like that. God dang it, what the hell is his name? Anyway, there's a rumor that they are not going to add this guy, Adrian Moronk. So he's like
You're not going to put Moronk on the team?
He's like a big bomber, and one of the guys they thought for sure was going to be on it. But I saw today going around that he already knows he's not going to make the team, and that means that somebody else.
I know the spot that McIntyre took. He took for Moronk by just making the cut this week with whatever their screwed up point system is.
Right.
I watched that. I noticed that yesterday morning.
I guess they're thinking that Hojgaard, who's that guy, Nicola Hojgaard?
Yeah.
The other like young dude. Yeah, the other young dude, I think. Because he played well. I think, god dang it, it's so hard to follow all these tournaments.
They still have 6 picks, right?
They do have 6 picks.
Spots.
They still have 6 open
He's
spots.
He's got Rahm, McIlroy, Fitzpatrick, McIntyre, and Fleetwood, and Hovland. Yeah, that's who's definite so far.
No, Fleetwood would have to be a captain's pick, I think.
I thought Fleetwood was on there.
Let me see.
I thought I saw his name on there.
Yeah, it looks like
I might be wrong.
It looks like McIntyre, McIlroy, Rahm, Matt Fitzpatrick, and Victor Hovland and Tyrrell Hatton are all.
Oh, it was Hatton. Okay.
Yeah, Hatton.
That's my fault.
And then Fleetwood, Straka, Lowry, and Rose are like guaranteed to be the next 4. Outside of that, that's when you start talking about Aberg and Aberg. I don't know if I can say the guy's name, but he's good. He's nasty at golf. He's like the future of European golf, right?
He's nasty at golf.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, they make that announcement. I mean, if you're watching this show right now, they've already made the announcement, most likely. So making it like 8:00 in the morning Eastern time on Monday. So we'll know who's playing against each other. And of course, everyone will get excited, no matter who's playing. At least the golf fans will. But I would love to have seen some more LIV guys on both sides, for sure. Obviously. Not just because we're LIV guys, but it would just bring more excitement to the event.
Definitely from both sides. Well, really,
it is hotter than the sun in my garage right now. My nuts are. I am so hot. I am sweating my balls off.
Everyone is so happy to hear about that.
Just wanted everybody to know.
Disgusting. Cheech.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. What's like? If you had to pick the number 1 snub outside of Bryson from either side, that was a LIV player. Who was the guy that you think not necessarily deserved it because the way they're playing, but the guy that deserves it because of for whatever reason?
DJ.
Interesting.
I mean, that's fair.
I think. Well, obviously, I mean, how is the European team going to play without Poulter and Sergio? I mean, that is just it's outlandish to think that team is going to somehow put it together. Who's going to be the leader of that team?
I mean, Poulter does have a resume of not playing well during the year and then showing up at the Ryder Cup and just kicking everyone's ass. I mean,
but
yeah, it's his MO.
And Sergio does the same thing. But
yeah, but you think that Rory's going to go out there and like fire up the European team or John Rahm? These are like the most.
He's not going to wear his hat and he's going to have his stupid curly hair out and we can all make fun of him for it.
He looks so much older than he is. My God. I know that I shouldn't, I'm obviously on the other side of that, but he looks like God. He's what? He's like 7 years younger than me. He looks like he's 15 years older than me.
I think he's way younger than us, Aaron.
Yeah,
he's like in his 20s. No, he's not in his 20s.
Wait, who'd you say?
Oh no, Rory.
Oh, Rory. Yeah.
He's
in
his
30s.
Yeah.
Rory's probably 34, I'd say.
God, he looks 60.
Look it up, 34.
He looks 60.
Life's tough.
Anyway.
He looks like he's late 40s.
He's 34.
Okay.
Boom. Fucking hate that guy.
Tell us more.
Yeah, tell us more. Anyway, we
His wife is white trash from Rochester. I know that much.
ooh,
Is she garbage plate?
Oh, garbage plate.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Rochester, New York.
You know how we met her? He was
Tinder?
late for his tee time at the last time. He was late for his tee time the last time they played Oak Hill, and she like ran,
Blew him?
knocked on his door. Well, probably blew him. But no, he was late for his tee time, and she woke him up and drove him to the thing, and they hit it off. And
It's just,
what?
I mean,
Yeah.
that is a love story. They
All
should,
right.
they should make a movie about that.
That's
Yeah.
legendary.
Legendary shit. Anyway, football season, because we got a little break in the Live Golf, and Ryder Cup will go away. So yay, football season for some of us, for some of you guys, for all of you guys except for me. Yay, football season. We came up with a little idea this week and kind of comparing golfers to football franchises all time. And I think it's kind of interesting to hear what you guys think about which golf careers line up with which franchises' histories. So let me just start with like a super obvious one. I think we'll all agree. If you had to pair a golfer with the New England Patriots, you'd pair Tiger Woods. No?
Yeah.
No.
Good.
How if he's the greatest of all time? I mean, we can all debate that another day, but Patriots aren't the greatest football franchise of all time.
They had the greatest player of all time in their uniform. And so when you think of the Patriots, the first thing you think of is Tom Brady. And for me,
Yeah, but are we doing it by the
If
team
you-
thought, or are you doing it
Right
by
now,
the
right
best
now,
player
it's
on
doing
one
it
of the
by
the
team
winningest
thought.
franchises, so it kind of
Then
makes
it
sense.
doesn't make sense.
in this era of sports, the modern era of sports, when somebody talks about which franchise you would want to be, you would pick the Patriots. I think. I can't think of another one.
Okay.
And if you were going to
Fair.
pick which golfer career you want to have in the modern era of sports, you'd pick. I think you'd pick Tiger Woods. I mean, you could make some arguments for other guys, but
Yeah, win all
Pretty
those
tough.
majors, win all those tournaments, and sleep with freaking Denny's waitresses and a sweet Swedish model. Yeah, I'm good with that life.
okay. So let's have some fun with this then. If we're going to agree on Tiger with the Patriots, none of us are Patriots, man. We all hate the Patriots, I imagine.
Oh, yeah.
We'll start with Cheech. Jets, Jets. Let me get your prediction for the Jets record this season.
Oh boy, that's putting me on the spot.
Yeah, boy.
Man, I'm going like 11-6. I
Okay.
think they'll be much better than they were last year, but I don't think they're going to be as good as
Somebody write these down, please.
people are gonna say.
Okay, so you got the Jets at 11-6, but if you were going with a golfer that represents the Jets franchise, a golfer's career that represents the Jets franchise.
Well, I
who
had
would you pick?
text this to the group earlier. I said, "Who's the biggest like disappointment ever in golf? That's been like so hyped up to be a great golfer and failed to meet expectations." And I'm having a hard time thinking of one. Anybody have ideas? Like,
What was
To be fair, there are
the
so many golfers to choose from. So
who was said to be
I-
great and then failed to reach
Yeah.
that greatness?
Yeah,
yeah,
I got one right off the
I
top of my
mean,
head.
there's so many.
Yeah, I think
I
Ricky.
mean- I
I
mean,
think
you could
Ricky
say-
Fowler. I think Ricky Fowler makes a lot of sense.
That's
you could even say John Daly could have been better than he was. I mean, he won a
Ricky
couple
Fowler's
majors,
a
but he
really
still
good
could have
one.
been.
because Ricky.
but John
should-
Daly's
but-
entertaining. The Jets football is not.
But you have to put but you have to put the train wreck dumpster fire in there. Ricky's not a train wreck or a
That's
dumpster
fair. Fumble.
fire. John Daly's closer to that.
True.
I would say Ricky's
Yeah.
career was almost a dumpster fire before this year. I mean, he was like 200th something in the world
Yeah.
over the last like 4 or 5 golf seasons.
I mean, he had some wins. He's got the Cobra backing. He's got a huge fan base. Orange, when you think of Orange, you think immediately Ricky, right? He's got the fan base, but you're right. I mean, his golf career is pretty dismal. I mean, he got the Players Championship. Okay.
He's
yeah,
won
that's-
what, three tournaments he's won?
Yeah,
overall?
that's his biggest
got the
record,
Players,
his biggest tournament to date.
the Players. He won the waste, not
Rocket
the
Mortgage.
Rocket Mortgage this year. He won the waste management one. So I think it's all he has is 3 wins.
No, he's
He
got
might
to
have
have
more
more
than
wins
3.
than that. He's got.
I would say he's got like 7 wins.
No, I don't even take that many.
I'll tell you right now. Ricky Fowler, who has been golfing on the PGA Tour forever, he's got 6. He turned pro in 2009, so we're 14 years into his career. He's got 6. He's got 6 wins,
I said 7. I was close.
but only 8 top 10s. Oh no, sorry, 8 top 10s in the last.
No,
8 top 10s
he's
in
got
the
to have a
last 2
ton
years.
of 8 top 10s.
Excuse me. He's got 82 top 10s. I take
Yeah,
that.
I was gonna say 2014 alone was a monster year for him as far as
And this
top
year
10s.
he's got 4 or 5 top 10s.
Yeah,
I think what Ricky with his pure swing and his backing and everything all enthralled in one, I think he could have been huge. And I definitely think he failed in that department. He could have 25 wins right now and be in, a top tier list, but 6 wins in how many years?
In 14
years. Yeah, that's
not great. All right, Jay, Giants. How many wins this season?
Oh God. 8 wins,
Wow.
9 losses.
Everybody thinks their team's so much better than they are. It's amazing.
And
and the
next
golfer.
question?
Yeah, and the golfer.
I didn't really get any time to think of this.
But, I mean,
at all. But
what do you
golfer,
think out loud?
Yeah, think out loud.
What
do you think about the Giants franchise? So
we're gonna
whole?
so we're gonna go
consistent.
They're surprisingly good.
Mm-hmm.
Every 10 years. I'm gonna say
someone who shocked someone who like surprisingly picked up a like a win. I got one.
It's kind of like a Finau.
Okay.
Like I feel
he feels it.
Jay's down.
He feels it so much that he
just loses, but he doesn't close, but he can win any day. We know he can win because he's won, but not a lot. But he's likable,
mm-hmm.
but he just doesn't win. Eli was extremely likable, nice guy, dumb, right? Like you look at him, you just think, oh, I knew a kid like that,
Yeah,
like,
but
there was a kid that lived down the street from me, but he did what he had to do when he had to do it.
Yeah, I was
sure there's a better
Eli
pick than Finau, but
no, I was thinking you
There
were going to
was.
win whoever won the gold medal in the Special Olympics in golf. That's where I would have went with for the
Yeah.
Giants, for sure. All right, Jerome, the Eagles. How many wins?
15-2 this year.
15. I mean, I'm telling you guys, I'm taking the under on
God.
every one of these. On every one of these, I take the under. You guys name the bet. I'll take the under. There's no way that your 3 teams are going to win 34 games total this year. Give me the under. Slam dunk. Anyway, good.
On the total for the 3 of us? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely. Take that under. Because these guys are higher than Giraffe.
34 fucking wins. You guys are
win
nuts.
that
These
many
are
games.
freaking high.
Both.
What'd you say?
He said
ACL
15
week.
and 2
last year.
15-2. All right. Anyway.
You're on.
Yeah. Okay. So you for the
He
Eagles.
ate too much fair food.
I was gonna say you're so Victor Hovland represents the Eagles because you're fucking high as shit if you think the Eagles are gonna win 15 games.
Dustin Johnson.
Now you got to pick a guy. You got to pick a guy who
Cheech.
picked themselves back up off the ground, despite their franchise quarterback hitting the dirt and not living up to the hype, and then finally turning your whole franchise around because you never won a Super Bowl before your fucking quarterback got hurt and some schmuck came off the street and won one for you.
Big Dick Nick.
It's not a secret. It's not a secret. I mean, but let's be honest. What NFL franchise hasn't had a franchise quarterback that they invested a high pick in that took an absolute runny dump all over the field? Cheech, I know you're very.
My team's notorious for it.
Yeah, don't even have a franchise quarterback right here.
Yeah,
Brad one.
It's tough.
Yeah,
stuff. What is Sam Howell? Sam Howell?
Come on.
Come on, man. You don't believe in him?
Do we do that? I'm gonna do that if we don't. I'm telling you right now. Every Howell touchdown pass, I'm gonna howl.
I just want you to just text me Howell. That's it. Every time.
I mean,
I was thinking, a younger player who's had a lot of success recently. I was thinking of somebody like Taylor Gooch, who's the last couple of seasons been doing really well, but has fallen short of winning it all.
Except for this year, he's having a phenomenal year, 3 wins on the tour, and
Hey,
Oh.
and hopefully
15-2. That's what he's thinking too.
Hopefully he doesn't take second place to Cam.
hopefully he doesn't take second place again. Yeah, I like that.
Well, you know,
Okay, I'll be real. I'll be the only real fucking person on the show.
1 in 10.
The Washington Redskins,
Commanders.
Commanders. They will win. Everyone wins like 5 games now, so they'll win 5 games. They'll be just good enough to miss out on the quarterbacks again.
Over.
So they'll 5-12.
Taking the over.
I'm taking the over on that as well.
You guys are nuts. Easy. This is an easy pick for a golfer that represents the Redskins. I mean, it's Fuzzy Zeller, right? I mean, if you is the thing you can't say,
Watermelon.
Right? Yeah, like chicken and watermelon and Tiger Woods' Masters dinner. Like you can't say that shit. You can't say Redskins.
That's funny.
You can't say that shit. So
that's funny in a non-racist way at all. That's just funny because it relates perfectly.
It really does.
Can't call them commies though.
It really does. We are the commies now from the Redskins.
You are the commies.
True.
Love it. Yeah. So anyway, you guys are listening. You interact with our show. This is the point where we really want you to interact. Like whatever your favorite football team is, tell us which golfer you think aligns with that franchise's history. There we are. We're at the. Did you play golf? Anybody play golf?
I played 9 this morning at Canajoharie Country Club up here in Central New York. Yeah,
Canajoharie.
It was a lot of fun. Gorgeous course. And
you're in Cherry Valley. It's up that way.
Well,
where are you?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
So I'm in Cherry Valley right now, where the house is. But Canajoharie Country Club is actually only 8 minutes away from the house. And a really gorgeous course. Only played 9 with the wife this morning, but I shot a 42.
Nice.
So I was very happy with
that.
Wow. I got
here we go.
Par 3
birdies.
course.
What's that?
Par 3 course?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, there was only
mini golf.
There was only 2 par 3s
right.
On the front 9. No, it was a great time.
Awesome.
Had a really
awesome
good
dude.
day.
Good
I'm
job.
playing down playing Tuesday in Stamford.
This guy's golf all the time now. Amazing.
That's it, man. He's just
love it.
He's hooked. I'm not going to be at the big golf outing, of course, this year. So I didn't play this week, but I did round up some people from work, and I got into an outing that week that I won't be coming up to New York. So we're going to play in a nice little charity outing. So be fun. I'll pretend I'll take my shoes off. I'll do the whole deal.
Where are you playing?
We're playing at Dunes West. We're playing for the Fisher House charity, which is a house, like a hotel for veterans' families when they have surgeries. And
that's awesome.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah, cool stuff. So, you guys play? Anybody?
Well, we know Cheech played. That's all he does.
Yeah, I played 18 Friday, but I was telling these guys I played with a Korean man who didn't like my LIV Golf hat. Took offense to my LIV Golf hat.
To the chopper.
I played really well on Friday, and then I played McCann Saturday morning and shot 80. So
lovely.
Mac. Arnold Kim.
Mac.
And I'm playing tomorrow morning.
I did not play this weekend.
But you got a new shaft.
I got a new shaft on the driver. We'll try out. Gonna go to the range on Wednesday, and then I got the Putnam County Amateur on Saturday. So we'll see next week. I'll hopefully have good news.
Go get it.
We'll see how it goes.
Where do they play that?
At Putnam
County
Golf Course, down in Mayapack. Yeah. And we'll see. So yeah, we'll see.
Cool. Jerome, take us out of here.
I got a good week though. I got to put this in there. I got the 9th. We got the Putnam County Amateur Sunday playing with the wife's grandfather. He's in his 90s. So shout out to Big Joe. We're gonna get him out at least, just to get out and play. Monday we go play down at Brayburn in Westchester County. Mike, you played that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it's really, really nice. So we got an outing for there.
You're not the right religious background to play there, but it's okay.
That's all right. 15th, we got my outing at Beekman. Still got 5 spots left. If anybody out there listening wants to play, hit me up. Instagram, Mac_GTT. It'll be a lot of fun this year. It's gonna be different than we usually do it. Then the following on the 18th, we got Crystal Springs, which is also Cheech has also played that. Where else hasn't he played? And then the 22nd, we got Where's that one? Crispy, you're playing with that one, right? With Dan and Austin?
Oh yeah, that's
That
Stony
is
Ford
Stonyford,
in Orange
yeah.
County.
So,
Oh, Stony Ford,
in
cool.
Montgomery, yeah. So
Plenty
we
of
got
golf
some good
content
stuff
coming.
coming up.
Plenty of golf content coming from
Yeah.
from us here. So we want to hear from you.
We'll take a whole bunch of video for that.
Hey, Aaron, I got a question.
Yeah, but we
How
don't
far
have
are you
time.
from,
So we don't have time.
oh,
You asked me
How
later.
far are you from Jacksonville?
4 hours.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Peace.